That light's too bright, and I've just had a bath, so my face is all red. I don't know what to do with it. I'm all over the place today. There's been a catastrophe. Like when I announce I'm going to do one of these stupid things, and you all ask questions, and I sort of cut and paste the questions, and I sort of put them in a document. I actually use an email, and I put them all in there, like 20 questions or whatever. And then when I've done this, I delete the emails. I don't send the email. And I do that, for two reasons now. Before it was because I couldn't read them all live. It was too small and it was too fast. And I couldn't be bothered. And I wanted to make sure we got enough, which we always do. And now, I think if you're not verified, you can't even ask a question. So I do them all in advance, mostly cats and dogs. And I've got them ready, and I read them off my laptop. Then, right, just before this, I find a little tune on YouTube. You know the drill. So I got all the questions ready. I went to start YouTube, and I deleted the fucking email. So I lost all your questions. Oh, what a twat. I didn't know what to do. I was looking in bin and to delete. Doesn't exist, does it? Fucking hell. I thought this is a good start. Look at my big fat red face. That's too bright. What can I do? Can I turn it away a bit? I don't know. Is that better? I remembered a couple. This will be shorter. So I'm sorry if you asked a nice question and now it's all ruined. The gist of them was sort of all about the house or the tour or pickle. Some, would you rather have testicles for eyes, the usual. I remember I've got some that I've found quickly, and I'll just riff. Jeannie asked, worst job you could have. Colonoscopy doctor, shoving a camera up your ass. That's alright, isn't it? I mean, I doubt anyone puts that first. It's a highly skilled job. They're doctors, and then specialists. So they've done like 7-8 years training and all the training on the job. So, they're the best in the world. But I don't think an 18-year-old at a university doing medicine looks down the list: brain surgery, thoracic surgeon, endocrine specialist, ear, nose, throat, arseholes. Can I do arseholes? And they'll go, yeah. That can't be first choice, can it? I want to be a brain surgeon. You only got 40%, Bobby. Oh, can I still be a doctor? Yeah, you can be a doctor, but turn the gurney round. You won't be going near their head. Okay? It's not bad though. That's not bad. I'd rather do it than have it done to me. Again, I'm not volunteering to shove cameras up people's asses. If it was like a gun to my head, do you want me to shove something up your ass, or you've got to shove up something up? Actually, I don't know. It depends what it is, I suppose. If it was an ice lolly, it might be in a hot weather. It might be. Don't shove ice lollies up your ass. I'm not a doctor, but don't do that. Colonoscopy, coroner sawing a skull off. That's horrible, isn't it? Again, though, it's a dead person. It's like, it's not them, it's just their, I mean, still horrible, yeah. It's different, isn't it? Because the arse is a live person. And they're probably checking up on you. You're shoving the finger out, and they're checking. First of all, they're saying, you know, can I see your diploma? And then just making sure what you're doing back there. Whereas you don't get any jip from a dead body, so there's that. It's probably not messy, is it, either? Because it's all... Is it all congealed? I don't know. Arse, live arse, dead skull. Don't know. Or crime scene cleaner, shoveling up guts. Again, see, that's horrible, isn't it? I mean, that's horrible because something terrible has happened and it's fresh. And you've got to be really careful, you can't fuck things up. Do you know what I mean? If you're a coroner and you're going, right, we've got to find the fucking murderer, and you sneeze, they go, what's your DNA? You go, I sneezed. I go, yeah, everyone says that. Everyone says that. I mean, I think I'd have to go for being the worst. What's the worst? But crimes, it's exciting, isn't it? Coroner. That's got to be a shit. That's horrible, isn't it? It's all down there. It's all cold. You got to speak to the relatives. He's died, and now I've got to saw his head off. Why is he straight to the head? Do they always do that? Do they have to do that? Can't they just, if someone's hit by a bus, do you care what they go hit by a bus? Does it matter? I don't know. That's the worst one. Going every day, you're just seeing a dead person with a grief-stricken family. That's got to be the worst job. I don't mean it's it's not a terrible thing to do. Good, someone's got to do it, and it's a great. I feel that I've got to give coroner the same sort of deal as I gave the arse doctor. Like, is it first choice? Maybe. I think if you're a student, you're a goth. You go, I don't want asses, I want dead people. And they go, right. There's something for everyone. Like loads of students, you go, right, you with a white face and the spider's web tattoo, you're on dead people. Brilliant. You with the little fingers, you're an arse doctor. Oh God. Okay, and there was I remember one from No Meat Pete was would I rather be deaf, dumb or blind for a week? This is the quality of questions I nearly lost. It would have been a tragedy if I hadn't remembered these. Blind, forget it. I've got to see where I'm going. Deaf or... I think deaf. Because I get more annoyed by sound than anything else. Sound annoys me. I got that I don't know, that one. So fucking anything annoys me. Just someone walking past talking. If I can hear them, I think just keep the fucking noise down. Anything. Except animals. They don't annoy me. You know what I mean? I could have fucking buffalo rutting and wolves howling and owls hooting. Lovely. Someone's got their telly on slightly too loud. Call the police. So I couldn't be dumb. I couldn't keep quiet. Fucking hell. Again, nothing. I've got nothing against deaf. I don't even think we should say deaf, dumb and blind. We're probably breaking some sort of rules there, aren't we? Shouldn't we say hard of hearing, hard visually impaired, and quiet? I don't know. Oh, it's going to get me into trouble, Pete. If I had to, and I know, I'm not saying it's cool, but out of those, I think I could just about manage to be deaf for a week. More than the others. Tony asked, will this be the last move ever? We just moved to a new house. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought this is it. I thought the last one, I thought this is the house I'm going to die in, right? But I didn't die, and I wanted a tennis court. So we had to move to a bigger house with a bigger garden just so I could get a tennis court. And I just thought, this is amazing. This is perfect. This is amazing. It's not even finished yet, and it's great. I love it, right? And then the other day, Jane went, I said about this last time I went, she went, well, no, we can't live here when we're 80. So that's like a ticking clock, isn't it? It's like, there's all these stairs too big for... So I'm going to be moving when I'm 80. I went, no, let's not move. Let's just move in a load of doctors and nurses and security sort of odd job. Just I could probably, like the old feudal system when the castle had, there was like an inner castle, and in the castle they had their little rooms, like a seamstress and a fucking butler. I could have that here, couldn't I? I could have like a little team, little driver, someone to play table tennis with, someone to sort out. There's a lift actually. I don't need. So I think that would be better. Moving at 80, all this shit again. I don't even want to think about it. Jane did most of it anyway. Moving at 63 was fucking bad enough. Stressful. Right. Someone said, why is Dutch Barn in a brown bottle? Good question. This is exhausting, trying to think of it. I'm too old for this, so I'm too old for moving. By the time we finish the tennis court, I'll be too old for fucking tennis. Yeah. Why is Dutch Barn in a brown bottle? First time I saw it, I thought, I thought vodka bottles were meant to be all like crystal and diamond and, wow. I saw that one, I thought it looks like a bit like a cider bottle. But then I found out, one, it's the only one like it, so it stands out on a shelf, which is good. Two, it's more recyclable because with a crystal clear bottle, you need to use more new glass. Whereas with this, you can use any old brown glass. So it's more recyclable. And it's better for the vodka because sunlight sort of affects it a bit. So there's 3 reasons why it's better in a brown bottle. And I've got to like the look more now. It looks like it looks sort of weighty and important and sort of, it looks like an award. I like it. So that's the reasons. Someone said, why is the tour called Mortality? Well, I know. It's sort of about my life really, what I've learned, how the world has changed. I mean, they've all got a bit of that in them, but I just thought, and it's on the nose, Mortality. I think it's like it's sort of quite a scary title, isn't it? People think, Mortality, I'm not going to see that show, which I've always liked. I did with Humanity and Supernature and Armageddon. I think I like one word. They're only a leaping off place, but this is definitely the most, I think, personal and confessional, and I even talk a little bit about behind the scenes of the Golden Globes and what that was like, and I've never talked about that, and that's one of my favourite bits, and people know it's true as well, and I'm getting closer to Mortality, just in case it's my last ever one. Like if I do that and I go on Netflix and I die the next day, then people go, oh, it was good with timing, wasn't it? Not for me, And it's good to laugh about death. Comedians like death because we know it sort of scares some people, and we sort of like that. We don't mean permanently. I like things. That's why I deal in taboo subjects, because I can feel people go, "Why is he talking about that?" And then you take them through a scary forest and out the other side, and it's all okay. And that's the only way to deal with taboos, is to familiarise yourself and laugh at them. No point in being scared of anything, really. Not like that, I mean. I'm scared of stuff. You know. Roads. Spiders. Axe murderers. You know, those sort of things. Admin. That annoys me. If someone said, you're going to get punched in the face today, I go, what happens? Nothing, it just hurts. And you go, alright. I go, if they say you're going to get punched in the face today, so you have to go to the dentist, I go, fuck that. Just fucking do something else. Do something where I don't have to have any admin. That's what I worry about. Do you know what I mean? If something happens, if you break something, if I can just throw it away, that's fine. I go, oh, fuck me, I've got to get that fucking fixed. That's what annoys me. Admin, having to do shit. Do I have to do anything? No, fine. Fill your boots. Fucking don't bother me. This is all in my head. I said before, I'd be checker. If there was a little doctor in the basement, it doesn't be a little doctor, be any size doctor, really. Not a giant, but you know what I mean? Like, I'd be down there all day. I go, what's that? He'd go, nothing. I go, cheers. You know what I mean? But if I go, oh, what's that? Oh, fucking lump. You're going to see a doctor? No, I'm not a fucking call up. Do a fucking... No. Just make it go away. So, I think I speak for all of you. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, one guy... I can't remember who it was or what the names were. One guy was doing his first stand-up next week and said, what bits of advice would you give? It's tough, really, because no one really takes advice, and it doesn't mean anything. I've read books on comedy in retrospect that make sense, but if I'd have read them at first, I don't know. You can't. You've got to do it. That's the first thing. Just do it. You've got to do it. You can't plan it. You can't really. You can have some things to talk about. I remember my first couple of shows. I wrote the shows, like, 10,000 words, and I thought this is good stuff. And then I sort of learned it, and I went out there and I practiced it. Animals, politics. The first 2 or 3, I think, and then gradually. And particularly from humanity onwards, I sort of did the opposite. I went out with less, but I did more warm-ups. And this one, I've already done about 60 warm-ups. You've got to do it. It finds the audience find the funny for you. You just got to, There's bits I've done in this that could be stand-up things. I won't bother. I've got about 20 books of notes there. I go, I don't remember that. I don't know what that is. That didn't work. That was shit. You don't know till you try it. So you've just got to do it, really. But I'd say, be honest. Just be honest. If you go there, just go. I mean, this is probably bad advice, because you might say, oh, you never let them show blood. But I quite like it when a new comedian goes, fucking hell, I'm nervous. I go, oh, go on then, go on, have a go. You know what I mean? As opposed to seeing them shaking and then pretending to be brave. It probably, I don't know if that's good. But I'd be honest. Tell them how you feel. Tell them why you're doing it. Tell them it's your first gig. Whatever. Just be honest. Tell them what you're feeling. I think the first thing is that they've sort of got to like you, really. If you can have great material, but if they just don't like you for some reason, you're always starting from scratch. Where if you've got some sort of empathy with the audience, they like what you're doing. It's like you get momentum, Even your silences get a little bit of goodwill. So I'd say be honest. Be yourself, I think. talk about what you know and what you care about and what you just find funny. Try and make yourself laugh. Do stuff that you would find funny. Yeah, it's a difficult one to give advice because it's all in the nebulous and it means nothing. And there's also no shortcuts. You'll find your voice. You'll find your voice. There's probably a formula, but it might be, depends on how old you are. I think you were pretty young when you were. So you'll find your voice in 10 years maybe, or maybe 5 I started late, so I probably found it a little bit quicker. But, because life counts as well. You know, if you start when you're 40, you're not starting when you're 40. You started when you were 20, you just weren't doing it professionally. I was always fucking about and trying to make people laugh. So I had like 20 years of warm-up. I'd say it's harder when you're 20 than when you're 40, doing it for the first time. But then you've got that bravery of youth, I think, that you lose a bit. You lose your nerve a bit. So just have fun. It doesn't matter either. Know that the first 100 gigs, they won't be carrying you down the street. You know, they won't all be triumphs. They'll be like, nah, I was alright. Oh, don't do that again. Oh, that's not me. Oh, they hated that. You know. Then again, I've done things they've hated for 10 goes, and then they love it on the 11th because one little thing changed. Sometimes it's a little bit of magic, a little bit of alchemy. I mean, there is an answer. You just don't know it. Sometimes it can be what's happened in the news. Sometimes it can be in what order you did the set. It's like the audience are like a human algorithm. They go closer, closer, done. No, yep, yes. You just have to keep trying stuff. Well, I mean, I can't remember the others. There was, what's the new house like? Love it, yeah. Can we have a tour? No. What was the other things? Al's Pickle, great. She likes the lobby. It's like 3 floors, and it's like, yeah, it's echoey. So sometimes she just stands in the middle. She goes, meow, and she likes the noise. Oh God. Thank you for buying Dutch Barn. I've been learning all about marketing. I've been just coming up, trying to push the envelope on, trying to be brave in advertising, but you just get, I think adverts are all shit because they're not allowed to be good. The slightest thing, they go, oh, we're worried about that. Oh, we'll get a complaint. I mean, that's why there's, I suppose, more innovation on the internet. But if you want to put an advert out after fucking Coronation Street, it better be bland. It better be really, really bland and saying nothing. I'm just going to keep trying to push it and see what I can get away with. Yeah, probably destroy the company. Worth trying it. It's worth it for the laugh. It's like that thing. There's a button, do not press. Fucking hell, that's hard not to press it, isn't it? That is hard not to press it, isn't it? You don't know. It could be good, it could be bad. It could be a nuclear button. It could be free pizza. If that was a choice and you pressed it, there was a chance it was a nuclear button, but you might get a free pizza. What sort of fucking greedy maniac, psychopath, fat little twat would you be if you pressed that fucking button? Right, I've run out of questions. I can't remember any of them. Thank you for following. Buy Dutch Barn, retweet the adverts because you're the only one that's gonna see them because we keep getting disqualified from TV and bus stops and stuff. So yeah, the first bollocks in the new house, and it was an absolute disaster. Obviously, I ruined everything. I look fat. I got to sort the lighting out. It's all wrong. Fucking fuck me. What a piece of shit. Well, thanks very much, everybody. Tatty bye. Be nice to animals. Oh, I've got paint all over my hands. I've been painting. Tatty bye. Bye.